thank you so much for giving up a little bit of your evening to spend with us here. We are respectful of your time. We do want to get rolling here as quickly as possible. And as I said, we are going to have a question and answer period at the end of this presentation. What time is it now? It's 2 minutes after. So let's go ahead and get rolling. Now, like I've said, we are going to have a question and answer period after the presentation. Now, Kayla and I and Terry had put together a really cool PowerPoint presentation that you guys would have loved. Then the CEO of the company, Dan Wolfanger, did an incredible presentation last evening. And the three of us were talking and decided, you know what, we like his PowerPoint better. So since we can't get it and get used to it quick enough, we are going to play last night's corporate presentation for you. What they didn't do was a question and answer period, and that's what we are going to do. So please, if you could please turn off all distractions around you, turn off the TV, radio, all that neat stuff, maybe kill your cell phones. This is a incredible opportunity, incredible company that you're about to be exposed to. I truly believe that it is going to disrupt our industry in a big way and in a beautiful way. So without further ado, let's get started. Again, if you have questions as we're moving forward, please enter them, type them in, and Kayla and I will do our best to answer them at the end here. It's only about, I think, 25 minutes. So here we go.
Hey, Les, while he's doing that, I'm going to answer your question quick. They are guessing that Les asked if when the vault was going to be opening, and that is around 10 days to 2 weeks or so is the last we heard, and you'll hear that on this call. I accidentally hit the answer live, so I thought I'd answer you while you're doing that. You know, I just want to, I don't want everybody to sit here in silence while he's doing that, and I don't want him to get nervous that we're just sitting here in silence. So I'm just going to say a few things that exciting me about this, kind of my little story, how I got here. For those of you who know me, my name's Kayla, by the way. Those of you who don't know me, been through the ringer the last couple of years, along with so many of you out there. And I really wasn't looking. I was looking, but I wasn't looking because I was to the point I didn't want to do anything. And I looked at several different, you know, crypto things or shopping things and things like, you know, just lots of things. But I'm really looking for something that anybody can do, that somebody who's retired, or, you know, a mom at home who has a few hours a day or whatever can sit down and do it without having to bug their friends and family. And there just wasn't anything out there that I could find. And when my friend Andrea gave me, you know, text me and said, hey, are you open to look? I got on the phone with her, and then I found out who the owner was, and I knew him from a business 3 or 4 years ago. And I was like, yeah, Danny Wolfanger, I want to listen. I want to hear, because Danny, if you you will hear him on this call when we get to play this. It's an incredible webinar that he did. He gave this one last night, and the reason we're doing it is because he's got all kinds of new slides that we don't have yet, and we have to see in compliance. But anyway, I looked at this, and it just blew away what he's got. And I'm so excited for everybody.
So yeah, we know a lot of people have been through.
Yay! Okay, we can hear it.
That did it.
That did it. So now you're going to get to hear what I'm so excited about, that everybody can, you know, those retired ladies and gentlemen and my friends and family and anybody can earn here. And so we're so excited for you to hear this, and then stick around for questions at the end.
Cool beans. Here we go, folks.
A lot, and you're going to see here in a minute that the foundation of what NetCube stands on is a lot different, I think, than let's say most companies or too many companies. And so we're, again, very grateful that all of you are here tonight. We think we have a message to share with the world that they're going to resonate to, they're going to respond to. And I think that you being here early inside of NetCube is going to be an incredible benefit to you one way or the other. Whether you want to build or you don't, you're still going to find, I think, a place here that's going to give you a lot of what people are looking for, not just in their bank account, but in life. I really believe that. I really want to be that company where we can really pour that oil into the hurt of people all over the world. And that really, I like talking about that more than I do the money. The money will come. The money is here. It's you'll see it in just a minute. So we're going to move forward quite quickly. I do apologize in advance if I talk fast because I have to. I got 28 minutes, you guys, to finish this. And I'm going to go through some slides here that I'll just breeze by them. I won't spend a lot of time on them, but I think you're going to get the gist of what we're doing as a company. NetCube, our office is in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. That is in the deep south. We're about 70 miles northwest of the great city of New Orleans, Louisiana, where the Superdome is, and a lot of incredible culture, incredible food. So here's where we are. If you're going to pull out a map, we're the boot-looking state in the U.S., and we want you to come down. You know, we have a saying here, y'all come on down here, or come over, or come up, or if you're going to come up, you're probably going to come via the Gulf, because to the south of where we are, it's just nothing but water. But we welcome you to come and visit us as a company, and we'll do our very best to make you, send you home a little bit heavier and a little bit fatter than you were when you came, because people down here in the south, especially Louisiana, they're real proud of their food. And it is quite different, and it's quite spectacular, and we know some good spots where we can take you and fatten you up a little bit. So we welcome you to come down and check out the office. We'll hug on your neck, and you'll be able to meet some of the staff, some of the people here. Our Chief Technology Officer, John King, Officer, Tina Dixon, Director of Business Development. Where would we be without Tina? I hate to say it, but she is absolutely amazing. You heard Jim Britt last night. Jim's a personal development coach. He's a business consultant for us. He's already helped us tremendously, and he's going to be here, guys, for the long term, which is very exciting for all of us. And Will is the gatekeeper for all the new products that are coming on board. My son Mike is a digital content manager. Him and Tina and Will and Sarah and others, they all work together to do a lot of the digital content that really brings front and center what you're going to see NetCube is all about. And then Corrine, she's absolutely off the chart, incredible when it comes to customer service and other things. She is so patient. She's so smart. She helps a lot in the admin back office panel and different systems that we're utilizing here. She's very, very familiar with that. So she does way more than just customer support, but she's very, very good at that. And my daughter, Sarah, she works here in the office helping us out. She does a little bit of everything. And our good buddy Dave, equity partner, business consultant, and more than that, Dave's a dear friend. And we love Dave, and he'll be here down here at the office, coming all the way from Utah. Going to spend a week here. He'll be here next Monday. So if any of you are around then, you'll be able to meet Dave, our buddy Dave. And then we got Beth. Beth was on a missions trip just this past week. She got home today, and we're going to have to talk about a pay raise for her because, man, was she missed. And Steve, her husband, missed her too, but we missed you too, Beth. And we're so glad you made it home safe. And I know that you guys did some incredible things down there for some hurting people. And that's really what NetCube is all about. That's just an amazing story. And hopefully you'll be able to hear from her the impact that they had on the lives of people down in the southern part of the world here in South America, Costa Rica primarily. But they had an incredible trip, and they helped a lot of people. And then my wife, Terry, and I, man, she's everything to me. She is, she keeps me together. And you don't see her much, you don't hear from her much, but she hears it all, and she knows what's going on here. She's very, very, very smart, you guys. And especially in the space of network marketing, she's just got an in-depth understanding of what makes people tick and what we need to do for the people around the world and how we're going to build this company and the foundation that we stand on. So she's absolutely amazing. Hopefully you'll get to meet her when you come down here as well to visit us and on cruises and these little tiki hut places that we showed you earlier. So that's a little bit of who's here. We also have other people that we haven't built slides for to let you know that they're here working with us, but we're growing and we're going in the right direction. There's no question about it. We're very, very excited about that. You're going to see here, guys, I think one of the most incredible quotes that people can internalize and get in their heart that would really make a difference and an impact in the world. It comes from Dr. Martin Luther King. He says, life's most persistent and urgent question is, it's a question to us, what are you doing for others? Beth was fulfilling that mission, so to speak, just this past week, doing for other people, not expecting anything in return, just giving to people that were in need, people that were hurting. And people hurt in many different ways. And so we wanted to share with you tonight that NetCube was born out of necessity. There are so many people that can really put themselves in this man's situation. You could be there emotionally, spiritually, mentally, financially. Your friendships have been challenged. There's been so much that's gone on, especially in this space called network marketing, where people are just flat hurting. They really kind of don't know where to turn. Am I going to join another company then I'm going to end up in the same place that I thought I was before? And the answer to that is not if we can do something about it, not if we can have a say-so in your life about where we're going as a company, what this company can mean to you, because people's hopes have been shattered, their dreams have been dashed, their bank accounts have been whittled down. They jump from company to company, deal to deal, and some people are even questioning, do I have the energy? Do I have the confidence? Do I have it in me to do this one more time? We know where you are. We were sharing, somebody was sharing that with us the other day, and we said, you know what? They were sharing with us their heartache and their sorrow, and we said, what you just told us was the very reason that NetCube was started as a company. This is why we're here. This is why we started, because people are in this situation. Like you see this man right here. Just know what to do. How am I going to make ends meet? My job isn't working out well. I'm at a certain age where I should have several hundreds of thousands, if not several $1 million set aside for retirement, and I've got nothing. A lot of people find themselves here. And guys, we hope that we can make a difference in your life, not just on the monetary side, but as your life in general. We want to help you build a spiritual wall around your family, a financial wall around your family, a solid marriage and a home that guys, that you can really glean from us as a company here. We don't want to not just necessarily concerned with how much money you make. We care about you. Yes, your utility company needs money. They don't take good intentions. They need dollars, man. They need money. We understand that. We want to help you make money and help you make a lot of it. Make it faster rather than slow. Make a lot rather than a little. But you know what? There's a person called you that is more important than all of that. And that's where we want to start our company. So, you know, I'm going to go back here. Our business model, keep this in mind, is not based on the amount of money people spend. It's based on the amount of money people earn. And that's a big paradigm change in the network marketing space. And we know that the foundations in this thing called network marketing, they have to change, you guys. The foundations have to be challenged. We feel that it's time for the network marketing space to have an interruption. Somebody needs to challenge the system so more people can find success where they haven't in this thing called network marketing. And it starts with the foundations. And we have found ourselves here at NetCube that we've become the change that we've been looking for. And I'm excited about that. Because you know what? You can take the top leaders, business-minded people in the world, and you can put them in a room and call it network marketing and bring in great products. But you know what? If the foundations don't change, the same 95% of people that fail in network marketing are going to keep failing. None of those other things matter unless the principles of what we're doing that's causing the 95% to fail in this thing called network marketing, maybe in life in general, the foundations have to change. You know, it doesn't, none of that stuff matters, right? Because the same 95% that fail are going to keep failing, and the same 5% that make it are going to keep making it. Well, we got to change that. And we're about to do that, because if we don't change the foundational platforms on which we stand as a company, we're going to end up like this ship. We're going to end up going nowhere. We're going to be the mouse on the wheel. We're going to go round and round. We're going to start on this incredible journey out to sea, and we're going to end up on a bed of rocks because nothing has changed so you can have clear sailing in this thing called network marketing. People say, Dan, what's the vision of NetCube? You know, we have some definitions of what it is, but it really comes down to one thing, and that's you. The vision is the people. You are the vision. And you're going to see here what we stand on as a company. And that is, and the reason that we do is because people are special. People are so unique. You realize that nobody on this call, and nobody in your city, nobody in your family, nobody in your town, your country, around the world, people that have been born and gone on, and people that are living now, and people that are going to continue to live. No one has the same DNA structure. You are different. You are completely different than anybody on earth, and that you're different by design. You are a miracle. You are so special. You are so important. You do have a place of relevance in this world, in this life, right now where you are. I don't care how much money you have or don't have. I don't care how many times you fail or how many times you've succeeded. None of that really matters. You can learn from both. But the point is where you are right now is what's important. We've all made decisions in the past, but it's the ones you make today that are going to shape the future and where you're going. But you have to understand that you are a miracle, and that you are somebody of incredible importance, and only you is you, right? Nobody's like you. You're different. And you started out from the time that your DNA started to form, when you started to become a living being inside your mother's womb. And we all started there, guys and gals, right? There's a value placed on you. You were going to be born, and you were going to have a place of significance, a place of purpose. You were going to have meaning in your life. And you know what? We want to help you recapture that if you've lost it. And if you haven't lost it, then join the journey and help us share that message with people who have. Because everybody is a miracle. Most people don't really understand how miraculous they are that they're even here. So we want to help uncork. We want to help reinvigorate and reconnect you with the fact that you have an incredible value in this life and in this world. And I love this part of it, man. And oh, by the way, we're going to make a lot of money. You're going to have fun doing this. So we place the value in our company above money, above anything, above positions and pay plans and promotions. And all those things are needed and incredible. But you know what? The single biggest value in any company are the people. You take the most admired company that you can think of in the world. Name them, whatever they are. Take the people out of the equation and they become nothing. Facebook, Google, Apple, Microsoft, ExxonMobil, Alibaba, Amazon, Walmart, some of the biggest corporations. Take the people out of the equation and they collapse. So I kind of think that that's a clue that people need to come first. And we're not just going to tell you, we're going to show you. We're not perfect, but we're going to try to be. And we're going to do everything we do with the people that come and join and build this company with us. We're going to make every decision possible based on how does it affect you, your family, the decisions that you're going to make. And we think we can really create an incredible platform here that the masses are going to want to be a part of. You know, and we want to also let you know that it's okay to serve other people. Let's walk in, let's show some humility to the world, and let's work on giving more than we take. We embody these platforms, these principles in our life. The world's going to want to come running because they're hurting, and they want a place of refuge, and they want to find it in us. And you know what, guys? We're going to do our best to do that. We have incredible partnerships here with some of the biggest companies in the world. I don't know where we are, 400, 450, 500. I don't know where we are. Hundreds of companies with signed agreements, some of the biggest companies in the world. And we have also companies and products and services that you are bringing to us. We'll talk about that in a minute, that are making this base big and wide and long. And it's going to give us stability. It's going to give us longevity. It's going to create income revenues for you that you probably didn't imagine, because there's not a model like this on earth. John said the other day, he said, Dan, NetCube is what we call the new normal. We are leveling the playing field for people that are going to come on board this company. And we want to make everything that we do simple. You're going to see that in a minute, where 100% of the way you earn money here is non-recruited related. Now, if you want to recruit, if you're good at that, if you want to build a team and leverage, you're going to find yourself making a whole lot more money than people who don't. But if you don't want to recruit, you just want to make extra money per month for you and your family without telling anybody, without that black cloud over your head that you have to recruit people and build a team and make sales, that doesn't exist here. It's really, really, really simple. So I want to let people know that right up front. We've leveled the playing field, and there's going to be tasks, and we're going to move right into this, because what you're seeing here right now, guys, is it makes up how we're going to talk about in a minute, makes up building a cube. When you build a cube, you get paid. How do I build a cube? Like what you just saw, like these companies here. When you're able to offer these products, offers, and services to the marketplace, and they respond, it's going to help create a cube. When you watch a video, you're going to get paid, right? There's a monetary value that's attached to every click action and everything that we offer you inside the vault here at NetCube. You could play a video game and you can get paid. You can download apps, you can get paid. You can do the proverbial take a survey and you're going to get paid. There's many different surveys. We have many, many, many of them. And you know what, guys? They work. You say, well, Dan, I hate surveys. Great. Don't do them. You don't have to. That's what's beautiful about it. You want to do a few surveys and take a few minutes to do it, make $8 or $10, whatever it pays. I don't know what they pay. They all pay differently. Guess what? Then do them. But if you don't, because there's so much more that you can do that helps create a cube that generates money. We'll show you that. There are different games, the game apps that we just shared with you. There's different offers. Like you send this offer out to a friend, an email, a text somewhere on Facebook, any social media platform, whatever, and somebody uses this service. Guess what? You just made $10 toward building a cube. Well, Tina, the director of business development, she uses this service all the time. You realize there's millions of people out there, they don't even know this exists. And all you'd have to do is share it with them. You're not selling, you're not offering. There's no markup in the price. It's just here. Have you heard of this? No, I haven't. And if they take advantage of it, guess what? You just made money. How cool is that? These are other things that people can do to build cubes. You can take an image like this and click, and post. And if somebody opts in, or if they give their name and their email address, that's considered a lead for any given company. These are just a couple. You're going to get paid for people just wanting to know more. How cool is that? And you know, this. How do I do this? You point and you click and you make money. That's how this works. Everything is click, action, simple. It has to be, because it has to work for me, and I'm a simple guy. So if it works for me, I'm the test. If it works for me, the whole world's going to come, and it'll work for them. You can onboard products into NetCube. You can bring us a product, and if we bring it into the NetCube model, and we use that, and everybody in NetCube begins to share that in the global marketplace, guess what? Every time that product is sold, you're going to earn a royalty. Why am I going to earn that, Dan? Because you brought that product to us. We're going to make an agreement with you that every product that is sold that you brought into our company, you're going to get paid on it. You're going to earn a commission, a royalty every single time that product is sold. How cool is that, right? So here's what's interesting. And that is this. Every activity, whether it's posting, sharing, clicking, doing a task, taking a survey, whatever it might be, the platform, excuse me, is so wide. Every activity pays a certain percentage in a commission. That's why we have this slide up here. One activity might create 3 cubes. It might take you 10 seconds. Another activity might pay 1/3 of a cube, and it may take you 20 minutes. It all depends on what you choose to do. It all depends on what you like doing. So the activities are wide, they're robust, there's an enormous amount of it, and you pick what you want to choose, and you're going to know up front how much of a cube that generates, when you're going to get paid on it, and how much it pays. All that's going to be known up front, so you can choose the things that you want to do. And that's really cool. So all of these things, you guys, add up to building of a cube. You're going to see in a minute what that means. We even have an artificial intelligence software company that if you offer their offer to the marketplace and somebody says, wow, I didn't know that this company could create a software that would automate my business and help me make more money in less time, I'm in. You guys, most of us have no idea how many companies, big, small, and in the middle, will need this service. All you have to do is share it with them. If they want it and they buy it, it's coded to you, you're going to get paid for it. And I really love this platform. This is one of the coolest things I think that we have. We have NetCube Connect. What is that? That's when you connect phone calls and you get paid based on the duration of time that people spend on that call. If they stay in the call for 10 seconds, you get paid. They stay on a call for 30 seconds, you even make more money. 1 minute, 2 minutes, it depends on the duration, but it depends on how much that specific NetCube Connect call is going to pay you. And they don't even have to buy anything. All you have to do is connect the call, you hang up, go do what you do, and if that person stays on the call for the duration of time that it will pay for, you just got paid, whether they buy or not. That is so cool and so simple. We call it the Uber of telemarketing. Really, really awesome. We have our own internal Shutterfly platform. We think it's better than theirs. Anytime somebody inside of your group or you yourself want to create a photo book, you want to have wall art, you want to get a big poster-sized picture of your dog, your cat, your grandkids, your Reverend Struthers' grandsons, or our grandson is bowling, and he's only 9 years old, and he's knocking it out of the park. I can't believe how good this young kid is. It's crazy. But man, Reverend Struthers is sending me pictures of his grandson. He's proud of his grandson. He loves his grandson. You take a picture of that, and you put it in a photo book. You put a vacation or a wedding or a sporting event, graduations, wall art. You can make calendars, greeting cards, and postcards. And whenever that stuff happens, guess what? You're going to get paid. And let me give you an example. Shutterfly did $1.7 billion in 2016, and they have only 12% of the marketplace. Guys, our model is simpler. It's easier. It's your own personal, internal web-to-print software platform right inside of NetCube. And we have a slogan: you create the memories, we'll help you keep them. All this stuff helps you make money. Guys, we have financial platforms that the digital cryptocurrency guys are going to come running right inside of NetCube. We have Wall Street trade platforms that when you see them, you'll be astounded. These are real solid business platforms in the financial sector where you can make money using them, and others that you share it with can make money using them. And if they see the value, guess what? They can hop on board and use it, and you're going to get paid. So a lot of different financial platforms that we're working on. And as we build and as we grow, we're a technology company, but our value primarily is placed on people. Here's how this works, guys. $199 one time. That's yearly. There's no auto ship. You don't have to buy any products, any offers, any services. You never, ever, ever have to buy anything. We do have marketing tools that if you do want to use those, there is a cost to them. But guess what? They count as building cubes in your organization. So we do have offers of platforms, marketing tools already right out of the gate. That's going to increase and get better and better and better. One of them is called Pocket Funnel, and they're doing a webinar right now. So when you jump off of here, jump on that Facebook training for the NetCube Pocket Funnel. We also have what's called NetCube Navigate. Just go to netcubenavigate.com, watch the video. Guys, it is a remarkable, not just recruiting tool, but it's a remarkable communication tool. Never seen anything like it ever in 37 years of me being in this space. So here's what happens. You're going to get a Cloud Seat software license that you can use for 1 year. And it's renewable at the end of the year. So it's a vault system where all of our content is housed. It's all based on a mobile app or a PC or a tablet. You point, you click, or you touch, and you scroll, and you're making money. It's really, really, really simple. We not patented, but we might patent our research pod technology, and that's what automates the whole system, the day-to-day activities, pre-vetted campaigns and offers and things. You don't have to write any code or any graphic, any design, any verbiage. You point, you click, you publish. Wow, wow, wow. You point, you click, and you do activities, and when you complete them, you get paid. Tracking systems, client invoicing, accounting, all of that is all done for you. We've taken all of that, eliminated that, put it in our hands. Don't worry about it. We've taken care of that for you. So our model is based on building cubes, like we just alluded to. All the activities that you just saw combined will build a cube. It may take you 10 minutes, 10 seconds. It may take you an hour, 45 minutes. You can build as many cubes in a day as you choose. You're not limited, right? So every time a cube is generated, something magical happens. Well, here's how you earn money. We've utilized the 3x10 team structure to where you can build and leverage, or you can just point and click without telling anybody, do the task, complete the click actions that we have in the back office. And when you do that, guess what happens? You'll make money. So there's several ways that people can make money inside of the NetCube model. You drink some water, guys. Hold on 1 second. It might slow me down a little bit too. So I got 6 minutes left. We have right now we're doing what's called a private placement platform. And what that means is that you right now have a private invitation to join NetCube and start building your organization, if you so choose, before everybody else. That's really what that means. That's going to go away here in a couple of weeks. We're going to open this up to the entire world. The vault's going to get turned on. The commissions are going to be paid. The videos are going to be launched, our opportunity video, our compensation video. They're actually being designed right now for your benefit. And all of those things that I just mentioned are going to happen here like within a matter of a few weeks. Some things they're going to happen sooner than that. I won't tell you what. That's going to be a surprise, so stay tuned. But every time you share this Cloud Seat referral platform to somebody, you're going to get paid. And you refer somebody, you make $25. You refer 4 people in 30 days, you earn $50 bonus. On top of $25 for every person that you refer a Cloud Seat license to when they purchase it for $199. Refer 6 people in 60 days, you're going to earn another $50 bonus. So if you enrolled 6 people in 2 months, you're going to have earned $250 in upfront referral money because you felt that you wanted to go out and share this with other people, right? Refer 15 in 120 days, and you would have earned $1,075 in commissions. 25 in 180 days, and 50 within 1 year is going to pay you $2,425 if you enroll 25. 50 people within a year, you'll earn $6,400. You've already had 2 people do this. Matter of fact, both of these guys are well above this benchmark here because they're still going. So a little bit of upfront money by referring this platform to people. And we want to just way to say thank you for doing that, right? So here's how this happens. 4 ways to make money. We just showed you one. just a little bit ago, when you refer people to NetCube and you onboard products, and you can refer people. There's upfront commissions, fast start commissions. You refer a product, we onboard it. People start marketing and selling it. You get paid royalties. And then we have our 3x10 team structure and what we call our cube bonuses. Here's where the magic happens. And I'm almost done. Each time a cube is generated, $20 in revenue or commissions is built by doing that. Is created by building out a cube. $10 is going to go to the person who generated it, right? And so in this instance, if you created 15 cubes in a month, you're going to make $150. You can create 15 cubes in a day if you choose. There's no limit to how many cubes that you can build. But what's really cool is that once a cube is generated, the person who built the cube earns $10, but the other $10 from that 20 that was generated, we are going to put that in our 3-wide, 10-deep team structure. So every cube that's generated in your organization is going to pay you $1. The other $10 is going to go into this 3x10 team structure, up from 10 levels all the way up, 5 levels all the way up, however, wherever the cube is created, it's going to go up. It's going to pay every single level that is in that team structure $1. So every cube that's generated pays $1. Let me give you an example. If you have 500 people in your group and within your 3x10, and they each did 1 cube in a month, not in a day, just 1 in a month, you made $500 because every cube in your organization that's generated pays $1 to you. How cool is that? What if those 500 people built a cube a day? $500 a day for 30 days? That's $15,000 a month with 500 very, very part-time people building a cube each day. And there's some incentives for people to build more. So guys, you might start to get the big picture here. The numbers can get absolutely incredible. What if you had 1,000 people in your group and they were building a cube a day? That's $1,000 a day that you'd make for 30 days. You're at 30 grand a month if 1,000 people in your organization built 1 cube every other day. And you know what that does? That taps into the very, very part-time people that build and sustain network marketing companies anyway. It's not difficult to do, and it doesn't take full-time effort. You can put full-time effort into it. If you do, you'll make more money. If you build a team, you'll make more money. But these cube bonuses are really what gets us excited. And that is this. When you have 500 cubes in your organization, and no more than 250 cubes can come from any one leg. So you have to have 500 cubes total, and 250 in the other 2 legs, or a combination of which, you just hit the Q1 bonus, and that's going to pay anywhere from $1,200 to $1,500, maybe even upwards of $1,800. I want you to think about this. This is cumulative. That means if you had 35 people in your team, and they built a cube every other day, not every day, every other day. There we go. Massive part-time effort. You've created 500 cubes. You make $500 from those 500 cubes. You trigger the Q1 bonus. It's easily over $1,000. And if you did 15 cubes in a month yourself, 1 every other day, you made $150 plus 500 at $650. And let's just say you just made $1,000 here. That's $1,650 you would make every single month if 35 people built 1 cube every other day, very, very part-time. Guys, there's going to be people that are going to hit these bonuses that they've never made $500 in their life, let alone hit a bonus. And that's what this was designed for. 3,000 cubes in a month, or this is cumulative. You could do 1,500 one month, and you could do 1,500 the next month. You just had a 3,000 cube accumulation. You're going to hit the Q2 bonus. It pays, I don't know, 4,000 or 5,000, something like that. Plus, you earned the Q1 because you had enough cubes to get paid on that again. You made $3,000 from the cubes, $1 per cube, and however cube accumulation you did personally. Folks, this is getting interesting. This is getting really exciting. Well, how many people would it take to build 3,000 cubes? Well, 200 people doing a cube every other day, 100 people doing a cube every day for 30 days, and there's your 3,000 cubes. Wow, wow, wow. And it's all point and click silly. It's just really easy to do. It's not hard. All you have to do is show up. You have to do the work. We're never going to apologize, guys, that this takes work. This is not a cryptocurrency deal where you put money in and you get 3 or 4 or 20 million% a week and all that stuff. That's not what this is. This is going to take some work, but we're going to do it together. We're going to have fun, and we're going to honor and reward the people who go above and beyond what the minimums might be. But you're going to make your money if you just show up. That's what's exciting. We love the Q6. I've got 1 more minute. The Q6 is where we give away a car. We don't have a car bonus. We have a car. right? 1.7 million cubes in your group, and that's cumulative. That's adding up, adding up, adding up. You've made $1.7 million. You had a $100,000 bonus check and a brand new Tesla. You can pick whatever color you want. These rascals drive themselves. Obviously, no fuel. The performance is unmatched, and they're beautiful. And man, when I tell you, they get up and go. This is a performance machine that you will absolutely love, and we're going to give it away. So we can't wait to start giving away cars and giving away cruises. And we say, guys, join us and get your life back. Our model is simple. It's based on people. We have an incredibly simple platform where you can earn money. If you want to share it with people, do it. If you don't, you don't have to. But the bottom line is this, guys, is you have to make a decision. We say, let your journey begin here at NetCube. And I like this quote, and I'll end with this. Sometimes life is about risking everything for a dream no one can see but you. That's what we see in NetCube. We see you, we see the pain, the sorrow, the hurt, but we also don't want to stay there. We don't want to wallow in self-pity. We want to reach out and say, guys, together, we're not only going to change our lives, we're going to change the lives of people that we come in contact with. One great man said once, he said, we can't help everybody. And he's right. But everybody can help somebody. And with that in mind, guys, that's where we're going to go with NetCube. We hope you join us on the journey. We love you. We appreciate you. I don't know how to say it any more than that. You guys are amazing, and we have nothing without you. So if you decide to join us, we thank you in advance. If you do, reconnect with the person who brought you here. And again, thank you guys for being here. And we got this little saying, and that is this: thank you for you. God bless you. Have a great night.
All right. Kayla, are you still there?
I am here. I am here. Don't anybody go anywhere. We're going to start Q&A here in a little bit. Scott, do you have the Q&A box up, or do you want me to just ask them?
I have it up. I'm just answering a couple of hellos here.
Oh, beautiful. Okay.
It looks like, I mean, there's not many questions. Let's get some questions rolling in. Or have you been answering them?
Well, I answered a bunch during, but it was mostly just we can't hear and a few little simple things that were more that I just answered them. But let's see what Les answered that or asked that earlier, and I kind of answered it, but maybe some people missed it. When is the launch? When will the vault open? And that kind of we have another person asking, is this pre-launch or ready to go? So they're kind of the same question. So we can answer both of those. They are telling us 10 days to 2 weeks or so when the vault will open. The vault is where all the goodies are. That is where the click, the click tasks, why can't I think of the right word? where we're going to go in there and we're going to fill our cubes. And that kind of goes into Ben's question, what the heck is a cube? Well, a cube is, I guess I tell people it's kind of NetCube's point system. So instead of saying you got to get 100 points to earn $10, they're saying you got to fill a cube. So when you go into the vault, you're going to see all these different tasks or things you can do. Whether it is you want to watch a video or do a survey or whatever. That is going to tell you right there what it's worth. So whether it's a quarter of a cube or half a cube or a full cube, then you choose that, and that's going to fill up your cube. When a cube is full, you get $10, and then $10 goes into the matrix, like they explained on the. So it's kind of just their point system. They want you to do 15 cubes a month, and that is going to be done very easily. A couple hours. 3 to 5 hours a month is what we're guessing to fill those 15, and it's going to be so easy. People are going to do this, and they are just going to, they're just going to keep filling them. I believe that's what's going to happen.
Now, one thing, just touching on that, because I know that a lot of times it's hard to get away from the join this opportunity and next week your Ferrari will be delivered because you're going to make so much ridiculous amounts of money. And then you hear about NetCube, which is the most honest business out there. You will make a minimum of $150 a month. Now, $150
Yeah.
you want a Ferrari, but quite honestly, $150 a month, even if that's all you do, if you do the bare minimum, which I think honestly very few people will, but
They'll go over.
Yeah, if you do the very minimum, you are still making more than about 90% of the people in the home-based business industry.
Yep. Yeah.
At just 150, and I really don't believe that that's going to be most people's deal. When you see that you can, commit a few 3, 5, 6, 8 hours a month and do that, well, obviously, if you do that much a week, you're going to do more. If you do that much a day, you're going to do significantly more. So 15 cubes will return, it's $10, so $150 a month at 15 cubes.
Correct, yeah.
So I think most or a lot of people are going to be doing 30 plus cubes a month. I think that the little, the retired folks who have been in 5 million different programs and never made a dime are going to knock it out of the ballpark finally. They're going to be the ones getting bonuses for having performed the most cubes in a month.
Right.
Your Aunt Millie, who never has been able to make a dime, will be able to make money. And guess what? Someone like that's also easily going to be able to recruit other people into this. Anyone who has never recruited, when you see how easily you can recruit, it's going to be, Katie bar the door.
Right.
Larry, what's it cost to join? It is only $199. And for the year, annual licensing. And keep in mind, that means in that year, you'll make a minimum of $1,800.
If you do your 15 cubes every month, absolutely, yep.
That's a great question, Dana. She says that she doesn't understand where the money comes from for completing these tasks. That's beautiful because that's the heart of NetCube. It is coming from the advertisers, the businesses that have contracted with NetCube. They're not just paying people to do busy work. They're paying people to do things they need done. Whether it is watching a video and answering some questions on it, downloading an app and rating it, it can be any of hundreds of different tasks. Some of them are going to be activity related, as in do this activity and you've completed your task. Others are going to be end result related. In other words, send this ad out to someone who is looking for a car, and if they purchase the vehicle from Vroom, bazinga, you just probably made a number of cubes, completed a number of cubes. So it is all tasks that these businesses are wanting fulfilled.
Okay. Olga's asking, so everyone, hi everyone. So is once a month do they pay or bi-weekly? That is gonna, it kind of varies. When you go in, just like on the cubes, you're gonna, or not the cubes, on the tasks, you're gonna see what it's worth, but you're also gonna see when that company pays. So each one of these vendors or each one of these companies that are contracted with the company with NetCube, they have their own pay schedule. There may be one that pays Q 7 days, one that's 2 weeks, one that's a month. There may even be some that are 60 days to, so you're going to know before you do the action or the task when it pays. So you're gonna see that. So if you want to choose all the ones that pay in a week, you can go do all of those. Or maybe there's one that pays quite a bit that's a month. You still want to go do that, and then you'll know you have that coming in a month. So that kind of varies. Now the bonuses are paid monthly. And yeah, so I think that kind of answers it. So it kind of varies. We're going to see that back there on each task. You'll see that. Okay. Rick is asking, do you have to have a large following on social sites such as Facebook, Twitter, etc., in order for this to work? You know, I've had a lot of people ask me that because there are so many other things out there that are trying this but are failing. There are going to be some sections of this that will have to do with social media, posting an ad from a company or sharing something, trying to get people to buy a product or whatever. But that is not going to be all. I mean, there's going to be so much in here, like they showed on. Dan was showing on the webinar. There's the you know, the NetCube Connect where you can connect calls. There's going to be videos you can watch and answer a survey. There's going to be regular surveys. There's going to be so much more in here that has nothing to do with social media, that there's going to be tons for you to do if you're not comfortable with that. And I have people that aren't comfortable with social media, and absolutely there's going to be plenty for them to do. If you do, we're going to have, you know, there's going to be trainings out there to help people build their social sites, you know, and we're going to be working with our teams to kind of give them ideas on what's working, what's not working. So you do not have to have it, but there will be some that it would be good for. Okay.
Actually, just touching on that, I'm going to be offering training to our team basically on social media, on Facebook. It is going to step by step show how I was able to create a new Facebook account. It's been about a month now. A month ago, I got at 5,000 friends on that account, all of which are marketers. And on March 31st, I created a Facebook page, and that page now has about 16,000 followers. And my training is going to show you exactly and there's no skill involved in this at all. It is literally step by step. And if you do that, then that's going to give you an entire network on Facebook to market to. If you hate Facebook, and a lot of people do right now, and don't want anything to do with it, fine. Create an account. Don't do any of the hokey stuff of posting what you're doing every day or what you like and don't like. Just friend marketers and just post memes effectually, marketing your opportunity, sending people to the webinars, sending people information, doing little conversations in the messaging, asking them to look at your webinar and things like that. That's a beautiful way to build, and I'm going to teach exactly how to do that.
All right. This next question kind of, there's several other questions down below that kind of goes with this one. This is a big question. He wants to know, what are some of the activities that make money? How much can you make per cube? How long does it take to do a cube? You know, he's basically asking everything we've already gone over, but what I wanted, some of the activities I just explained, you make $10 per cube, and how long does it take to do a cube? That's totally going to vary. You know, some surveys may take you 5 minutes, some may take you 20 minutes, some videos maybe, you know, 2 minutes, some maybe 30 minutes. It's all going to vary, and we aren't going to know for absolute sure until that vault opens in 10 days to 2 weeks or whatever. And at that time, we're going to get to see it all together, and you know, we'll be doing some trainings to. One other thing we really want to do with this team is we're going to have a Facebook group where we can kind of tell each other, you know, I did this video and it took me 20 minutes and I made $10, you know, it filled a cube, or this one took me 2 hours, you know, and I only got $2 for it. So, you know, maybe just tell each other what's working and what's not working, and they are going to have some chats within the vault itself. That's going to be really cool too, but not everybody's going to jump into those groups. So we definitely want to have our own little team group about that too. So anyway, somebody says, how many will there be available? Like, will it be 100? I think there's going to be way more than that. We definitely don't know exactly until it opens up. But from what Dan has said, there's going to be way more than we have people. So that sounds like a lot to me. So anyway, let's see what we got next.
Larry is asking, to complete a cube, do you have to purchase a service or a product?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. However, there may be something back there. I did hear on the training on Saturday that there's AT&T and a couple other companies there that you'll be able to, if you have AT&T's cell phone service, you'll be able to connect through that. And then that's going to, that will help build a cube just by connecting your AT&T service, your existing service. And I'm imagining there's going to be some other things we already purchase, or something that maybe we can change our spending habits a little, but it's definitely not required. There's going to be so much more that is not purchasing a service or product that that's not, not required ever. So. All right, I work full time and don't have a network. How do I share this and build my network? You just talk to people. If you work full time, talk to the people at work, especially after this vault opens. I truly believe that once this vault opens, the first time you jump back there and you make $10 just by clicking a few things and doing something really simple, you're gonna be like, oh my God, I'm gonna make another one. And so you're just gonna sit there. People are going to get lost in it. I do this all the time, clicking on videos, just anywhere. So can you imagine you lose time in there and suddenly you've been doing it for 2-3 hours and made a couple $100 because you didn't want to stop? You're going to tell everybody at work the next day. And, it's just going to be a waterfall, I believe, once that is open and people see, how it's happening.
A lot of what you're thinking is what you've seen or thought or done in the past, which is if I, how do I sell this product to people? And I think like Kayla's saying, when you get back there and see how easy some of these things are, it's going to be almost an insult if you don't tell someone about it. Look how last month I made $600. I mean, it took me a couple hours a week. Look at this. This is all there is to it. Why would you not tell somebody about that?
Right.
To mention, back to social media. That's an easy way to share things.
Right. I've seen this question a couple times, and I want to jump down here and do this. Somebody's asking, how do we get paid? Check, direct deposit, etc. They have teamed with Paylution, and Paylution is I've used them before in another company. They're a great company. You will be able to get one of their cards if you choose. It's going to be a branded NetCube card. It's really cool. They showed it to us on the training on Saturday. And you'll be able to get all or part of your funds onto that. You can also connect your bank directly to it, or you can request a check if you want. I have heard that they're also working to connect cryptocurrencies. So if somebody wants to, get some of their money or all of it into crypto, they'll be able to do that. But I don't believe that's connected yet, but that's a plan. So yeah, definitely they have. I just got buzzed that Bancorp is who owns Paylution. So, okay. Is the dashboard that keeps track of the cubes built to keep track of when you're, I believe that's paid. Yeah, it's all going to be in the vault. It's all, you're going to see on our dashboard, I believe you're going to be able to see the cubes you've done. the cubes your group has done, you know, and it's all going to be there for you. It's all going to be kept track. And I'm not sure about, I think what you're saying by when you're paid. I know back there there's pending commissions and pay, you know, available commissions. I'm not sure if it'll show like how many things the business or the vendors will pay in, you know, some are 7 days, some are 30 days, some are, I'm not sure how that'll be. We won't see that till it's open, but definitely it's going to keep track of how much you've earned and how many cubes you've built and your team and all of that. So anyway, how many cubes do you have to do to make 150 per day? How many tasks would that include? Well, I can answer part of that. How many cubes to make 150 a day? Well, if you make $10 a cube, that'd be 15 cubes a day. We have no idea how many tasks that would include because that's totally up to you. Everybody gets to choose whatever task they want. There's going to be tasks that some people never want to get close to. Then there'll be some, you know, I'm so excited about the NetCube Connect, the phone, you know, the phone Connect service, because I can sit there and I can turn that on my computer and wait for calls all day long. And, you know, I think that one's really exciting. And I think, you know, stay-at-home moms or retirees, I think that'll be great for them if they're not afraid to say, hello, how can I help you? You know, how can I connect you? We're going to have the script. We don't have to figure out what to say. We're going to have a script in front of us. We're going to know how long they need to be on the line to get paid. And, you know, that one's really exciting. So, you know, I can't answer how many tests it would include, but definitely, if somebody wanted to sit down and do 15 cubes a day, I think it's definitely going to happen. They're actually going to have a cube leaderboard, and there's going to be people who are racing to the top of that leaderboard every month or week, or we don't even know how often they're going to pay the leaderboard, but there's going to be one just for the cube builders. So anyway, I'm getting some texts, Scott, if you want to.
Yeah. One thing that she just touched on, which is the best news I had heard, I thought, about this entire deal, is the leaderboard for cubes. Because I think I mentioned this earlier, that means that people who have never earned in this industry will be leading the board in that aspect of things. That's an amazing thing. Someone who has no interest in or ability of recruiting or selling could literally be leading the board and receiving a monthly bonus. Nothing is cooler than that. And talk about something to disrupt an industry. Let me see. Will the vendor, this is a good question. Will the vendors require some sort of verification? And no, all of that will be tied to you. When you perform a task, you're doing it in your back office, therefore it's tied to you. If you send out, say, you happen to talk to Jim who's thinking about buying a vehicle, and you send him a link to Vroom and he buys a vehicle as a result of that, well, then that's going to be tied to you, and that's going to then result in you having however many cubes a car sale would entail. Yeah, everything will be tied back to you. Melissa, hi. The Pocket Funnel and NetCube Navigator are both marketing assistances, or if you will. The Pocket Funnel is just that, a funnel system. NetCube Navigator is a bit more robust than just a marketing system.
It is a beautiful, beautiful site. I love
Kayla has it, so she knows more about it.
I love Navigator. Yes, it's Pocket Funnel. I haven't really, unfortunately, I haven't done enough research on it. I want to, so that I know more about it. But NetCube Navigate is $59 a year for this beautiful site that has just some really great tabs across the top. where you can click to find every little bit of information about the company, how it works, how the money works, all this stuff right there on the site. Plus you can connect your join link right to it. So that's the link. That's the only one that I use, the only site I'm using right now, because I just think it's a really beautiful tool. And $59 for a year is super cheap. If any of you have done marketing, you know, over the years, you'll know that that's a super cheap for any marketing site, let alone one that is this robust. And I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful site.
The cheapest I'd ever heard of was $9.95 a month. So
right.
That's $120 a year.
Right, right.
Real quick, Larry, if you only build 13 or 14 cubes in a month, no, you would earn $130 or $140. The 15 cube qualification is to earn on anything going on otherwise.
In your matrix.
In your matrix.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So no, someone could, I mean, in all honesty, someone could join and they could do 10 cubes a month, make $100 a month, pay their cable bill and be happy if that's what they wanted to do. Don't know why someone would do that, but they certainly could. Gwen, do we sign up now or when the vault opens? Sign up now. Get in touch with whoever got you here. Get signed up now because, folks, this is really just now absolutely starting to catch fire. And whether you initially think you're going to promote the opportunity or not, I promise you, you will. When you're making, you know, some money for doing very little, you're finding out how easy it is, maybe even fun, enjoyable. You're finding all sorts of things in the vault that match your interests or people whom you know's interests. And that's being able to benefit them with whether it's discounts or whatever, you know, whatever it could be, you're going to end up recruiting people. You know, you are, or whether you follow our Facebook training and start building that way and promoting that way, you will end up building. Get in now, because the people who are getting in next week, after people who haven't even seen this yet, will end up ahead of you and above you, and you could have been earning from them if they fell into your matrix. So you want to get in, lock in, get going, be ready. This is, I mean, we're only talking what, Kayla, a week or 10 days, or something like that.
For the vault. I'm sorry, I was answering texts. People are texting me like crazy over here. Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah, for everything to be up and running.
Right. I think I was hearing 10 days to 2 weeks, somewhere in there. They don't want it any longer than that. So yeah, we're getting really close, definitely. And will we be notified? Absolutely. Absolutely. We will be notified. The company has updates every Monday night, and they have their live webinars on Tuesdays, and they will be keeping us updated on there and by email. So yeah, we will know.
Larry, that's a great question. In the beginning, there was a picture of Airbnb. They, I believe, are one of our corporate sponsors.
Yeah.
Now, what one has to do at that site, I don't know. I would guess that is probably a task that you would send or post or whatever,
right,
a link back to them that would be that would be credited to you, and then when someone acted upon that link or ad or whatever, you would then get credit for it. Because there are a lot of people. One of the things that these advertisers, someone earlier asked, why are they paying us to do this stuff? Well, quite honestly, some of it could be research. Some of it could be transferring calls. Some of it could be that this is an avenue to everyone's social reach.
Yeah, that's really what it is. You know, they want to tap into our circle of influence. You know, if anybody knows anything about Facebook, and maybe not everybody does, but it used to be really easy to post something and everybody would see it. So let's say a company has 100,000 people on in their group or on their corporate page, and they post something, everybody used to see it. Well, Facebook makes it harder and harder and harder for people to see, you know, unless they're paying a lot of money to get ads out there and all that kind of stuff. So they want to use our circle of influence. And that's, you know, the ones like the Airbnb, that's probably, you know, the ads will be already ready made for us for the ones that we use in our social media platforms, you know, or, you know, our circle of influence. We'll just have to grab that point, click and paste it and post it, and it's going to go. And imagine what'll happen if you post something about Airbnb, you know, and you have friends going on vacation and they use it, and then they also share with their friends. It's like, yeah, I used this link and I got a great discount. I'm using this for my vacation, and their friends are going on vacation, so they use it and they repost it. It's all going to be your link. Just imagine what that could turn out to be, you know. So that's, these companies now, they want our circle of influence, and so yeah, that's a really great point. So
yeah, and one way to look at that aspect of NetCube is the entire multi-level marketing industry was pretty brilliant in that it's a way to market a product. You have a product, a great new widget, and you go to multi-level marketing to market it. Now you've got Jim selling it to his friends and yada, yada, yada. The problem with that is the limit. Get involved in the widget multi-level marketing. Well, you got to find people who want widgets. You get involved in the energy drink multi-level marketing. You got to find people who want an energy drink. You get involved in NetCube, and we've got 500 companies.
Right.
Now, some of these tasks, again, are task-oriented. You go in, you do a little task, you're golden. Some of them are goal-oriented. You go through the vault, and you're seeing all this stuff that's in there, all these companies, and you talk to Jim, who's an avid hunter, and he's looking for a new scope, and you recall that there's this awesome little scope in there, and you send him a link, and he buys it, and you're golden again. I mean, there's so many avenues and so many different things to work from that it opens up all these different doors. Again, some of the things are task-oriented. If you don't want to put a link out there or don't want to worry about whether or not someone stays at an Airbnb, don't. Do the tasks.
Right. There's going to be, you know, it's just going to be like a huge community in there. And I'm so excited for it to open up because we're going to have a lot of fun in here. And that's one thing that I think some people are missing because they're thinking, ooh, business, I got to just be business. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun. They're going to have a little bit of a little chat in there where people can talk to each other. Wow, I just did this one and whatever. I think people are going to, like I said earlier, I think people are going to sit down and kind of forget what the rest of the world around them, and they're just going to sit there and they're going to do task after task after task. And it's just going to be a lot of fun. And you know, who normally has a lot of fun making a lot of money. So I'm excited for it to get going and us to be able to help everybody. There is one more question on here. Les asks, will some of the vendors require some sort of verification process to check if the task was performed correctly before we are paid? That's all part of the That is all part of the vault. I mean, that's all in this software. It's all already put together for us. We're not going to have to worry about that. You know, like when you watch a video, you'll probably have to answer some questions. That'll be their verification if you actually watched it, or a survey or something like that. You know, when you post something, it'll have a link in there that's hooked to you. So when somebody actually buys something, that'll go right to the company. They'll see it from the link that was used, just like an affiliate sale of any other, you know, company. So yeah, there will be, but it won't be up to us to do the verification. It's all built into the software. So,
and one thing about all of this, some of the things that Kayla and I have been involved with together, sometimes kind of tangent from one another. But one thing that both of us have done, and I think I know one of my favorite things, is having these little communities of trainings and
right.
and daily, weekly, whatever it is. It usually builds up from a weekly, but regardless, training calls and, you know, the Facebook groups and all of that really cool community. Nothing is better than that. That is always the best part of this. I mean, you know, making a bunch of money is cool, but that community and that training and helping one another, I think is almost cooler. And that's something that we're really, really going to aggressively pursue here. And I just found out that my daughter is going to audition for Survivor. Wonderful.
You heard that? Your daughter is?
She just texted me.
Oh, how fun. I love Survivor. Okay. Has this business model that is proposed been run by the U.S. Attorney General's office to make sure it's legal and will not get shut down like so many of the other programs that we have been in with your leadership? That's a great question.
And I wish it had been asked earlier, although we do still have a lot of people on here. But let's discuss this real quick.
Right.
You have a $199 a year annual fee that is paid. You are buying a product with that fee. You're buying the Vault Access, the app, the tracking system. I don't have that graphic in front of me, so I'm leaving 90% of it out. But there is a product being sold with that, and it's a commissionable sale. That's been done since the Earth's crust cooled off. Everything else is advertisers paying the affiliates.
Right.
There is no, those programs weren't shut down, because people were posting ads, or penny auctions. There's a cajillion of those running around. That wasn't the problem. The problem was they were bringing people in and then wrenching money out of them again and again and again to buy these units, however you want to view them, whatever type of units they were, to buy them and rebuy them and reinvest them none of that is happening here. Nothing even remotely resembling that is happening here. The only time that they're saying there is a fee to be paid is $199 fee to get involved, but that there's a whole list of items that are basically being purchased. And so there's nothing, and I understand why some people initial, first blush is, well, what about? And that was my first question. And the more I looked at it, the clearer it became that none of the wrenches are present here. They're not saying, okay, now that you are in, we need you to perform these tasks, but what we need you to do is pay $50 for every task assignment. And then that task assignment is going to grow from $50 to be worth $75. And then in 3 months, you need to there's none of that going on. And the problems with those programs that you're talking about were just what I said. They were selling a widget and then making you rebuy that widget 100 times over. And this is not even remotely resembling that.
Right. I love that the fact that most of the money here is going to be earned by people doing the work, by people, the money is not coming from the company, the money is coming from the vendors that are contracted with NetCube. Anyway, there aren't any more questions. If anybody has last minute ones, I know we've gone over the hour, but we had a little bit of a late start, but any last second questions?
And do get back. Is it possible they would run out? Absolutely not. Honestly, Mary, we're at, I believe, around 500 companies now, maybe a little over that, and that will likely grow. So run out of tasks, I can't imagine that could possibly happen. But get back with whomever got you here. Get involved with a quickness. Don't let someone who's looking at this in a week end up being above you because you waited 2 weeks. So get involved. This is going to absolutely explode. I mean, I know it is, because it is going to be an avenue for people who have never recruited and never sold to make money, and this is going to be here for the long term.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for coming, and we will see you all next time.
Thank you all, and it was great seeing you all again. Have a great night.
Bye-bye.